Have you ever felt like life is just not fair? Like you've worked so hard, given your all, and in return, you get something that feels like a slap in the face? Well, I want to share a story with you that might just change how you see those moments. It's about a man who, after years of loyal service, was paid with what seemed like a worthless, dying horse. So, there was this young man who worked for a very wealthy boss. For years, he was the model employee, dedicated, hard-working, and incredibly loyal. He never complained, always went the extra mile, and trusted his boss completely. When the time came for him to move on and start his own life, he went to his boss to say goodbye and receive his final wages for all those years of service. The rich boss looked at him and said, "You've been a fantastic worker. I have two options for your final payment. I can give you a large sum of money, enough to start a comfortable life, or I can give you my horse." The young man was a bit puzzled. He knew the boss had many fine horses, but he also remembered seeing one particular horse in the stables that was old, frail, and looked like it was on its last legs. He thought to himself, why would he offer me a horse, especially when one of them is so close to death? The money is the logical choice. It's safe. It's practical. But then, a different thought crossed his mind. I've trusted my boss for all these years. He's always been wise and has never led me astray. There must be a reason he's offering me the horse. Maybe there's something I don't see. Against all logic, he decided to put his faith in his mentor one last time. He looked at his boss and said, "Sir, I'll take the horse." The boss simply nodded and handed him the reins. As the young man led the old, frail horse away, he could hear the other workers whispering and laughing. What a fool. He traded a fortune for a dying animal. Their words stung, and doubt began to creep into his mind. Did he just make the biggest mistake of his life? He walked for a while, the slow, weak horse struggling beside him. He felt a wave of regret wash over him, but he pushed it aside and decided to see his choice through. He found a small, quiet place to rest for the night, tending to the horse as best he could, giving it water and what little grass he could find. As darkness fell, and he sat beside the animal, he noticed a strange lump under the horse's worn-out saddle. Curious, he lifted the heavy leather. His eyes went wide. Tucked away in a hidden compartment were bags filled with sparkling jewels, rare gems, and precious stones of fortune, far greater than the sum of money he had been offered. He suddenly understood. The dying horse wasn't the payment. The trust he showed, the loyalty he maintained even when it seemed foolish, that was what his boss was truly rewarding. The horse was a test of faith. This story isn't really about a horse or jewels. It's about how we face challenges and apparent setbacks in our own lives. Sometimes, we're handed a dying horse. It could be a project at work that seems destined to fail, a difficult relationship, or a personal struggle that feels impossible to overcome. Our first instinct might be to reject it, to complain, or to wish we had been given something easier, something better. But what if these challenges are not what they seem? What if, hidden within that struggle, lies an opportunity far greater than what we can see on the surface? What if that dying horse is actually carrying your fortune? The treasure isn't always material. It can be a new skill you learn, the resilience you build, a deeper understanding of yourself, or a stronger relationship forged through hardship. The real reward is often hidden beneath the surface of the struggle. It requires us to have a little faith, to look beyond the obvious, and to trust that there's a purpose even in the most difficult situations. So, the next time life hands you a dying horse, don't be so quick to dismiss it. Don't listen to the whispers of doubts from others or from within. Take a closer look. Tend to it. Give it your best effort. You might just discover that it's carrying the very treasure you've been looking for. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to inspire your journey. See you next time.